Alright, comrades, I think we send a message to the National Party that every stage of this is going to be fought on the streets and in the workplaces.
Declared war on the most vulnerable workers in this country. It's not the young people and those who've been in prison, he pretends. This act he is proposing at a party conference, not in the beehive, not in Parliament, in a political theatre with the police guarding him, declaring war on working people. 400,000 New Zealanders a year is going to be affected by this law, and that means that an employer can sack him for any reason and no consequences. In the end, the line's in the sand, and this is day one. There's going to be all this is just going to go on and on and on. The working class this time aren't going to roll over like they did 20 years ago. There's going to be a fight, he's declared it, and so this is the start. And this will go on and on and on and on till John Key sees sense and backs off, because these workers aren't going to put up with this anymore. New Zealanders have not been attacked, New Zealand workers have not been attacked like this for 20 years. And so John Key, up to now, supported by many workers. I think this is going to be a sea change. I think this is a change. Most workers thought John Key was different, that he was a Tory with heart, but what he is that he's in power, he is doing the same thing that National has always done, put the boot into workers. This time, we're going to fight. And we saw that today. There's this push that police have got their job to do, but working people are not going to be intimidated anymore. They're not slaves in their own country, that's for sure.
By this government. Nothing have they done to improve the working conditions of working people.
Remember, look for the similarities, and there's very, very similar. Look at the mouth. Look at those big sharp teeth ready to claw into workers' rights. That's John Key. Well, let's have 3 boos for John Key. Boo! Make sure this government is not re-elected. And that means getting behind the parties, the worker-friendly parties in this country, and making sure that they are worker-friendly and making sure that they get elected at the next election. Now that might seem not so militant as what you would be standing here protesting about, but the fact is, if we organise politically, we organise industrially, and we even organise legally, of course, we will fight this on all fronts, and we can defeat this move by this National Act government to put unions where they want them to be, which is under their heel. And we will not have that.
I don't think this counts. Contract workers go, oh, I'm self-employed. But everything that we do as unionists affects every worker from top to bottom. And we need to be calling out loud, and we need to be making a stand. We need a fair dismissal system, and we need to maintain it. We need to make sure that the 90-day does not go any further, and where it is now is abolished. Thank you.
Allow the employer to ignore process beyond the 90 days in any dismissal. And they reduce the powers of the Employment Relations Authority to hear cases. So as a package, he's added some flavour.
Our union has been organising in the pack and saves across Auckland. What's the difference between a unionised pack and save and a non-unionised one? It's $2.75 an hour. That's $90 a week. That's what this is about. This is about making sure that not one more Packer slave is unionised.
To mobilise hundreds and thousands of people, because this is our silver lining. This is our revenge for the Employment Contracts Act. We want to recruit tens of thousands of young people to the unions, and we're going to fight this. We're not going to go with a whimper. We are going to go with a bang.
Today's protest really showed that people aren't going to stand back and put up with John Key and his national government, National Act government, just taking away workers' rights. It's really time that we all get organised and stand up together and fight it. I'm really concerned about what's happening with benefits, and this is just a whole, trying to attack workers' rights is just a whole other way of trying to cut wages, make workers scared, cut their benefits, and really just create the kind of society that we don't want to live in. We want to live in a society where people feel stable and comfortable, do a good day's work for a good day's wage, and this is just disgraceful what John Key's doing. I'm really pleased that people are out here today, but we really need to keep up the campaign, and we really need to send a clear message to John Key that he's not going to get away with it this time.
And the idea that workers for 90 days basically have no rights whatsoever, what are we going to be, slaves in our own city? It's disgusting. It's Rogenomics, a bigger dose of what we've had before, and people have to stand up and fight.
Well, I think we sent a clear message to the National Party today that everything's going to be resisted. All these attacks are going to get resisted. And there's a definite mood amongst a lot of trade union members and activists to fight, not just to listen to speeches or to be limp or pathetic. And this is a mood that we're going to try and tap into the working class as well. So it's very good that there was strong resistance here today. It sends out a signal to everybody in New Zealand to rise up against this Tory government, stand up for your rights as a worker and for your rights as a union member. And hopefully thousands more people will start joining the unions now through this. I relish this fight.
It's a great protest today. I think we've shown the government we're not going to take this lying down. The whole union movement's got behind it. If the government gets this way, we'll have 80,000 workers at least losing their jobs every year without good reason, and that's not good enough. People need stable jobs and they need basic rights. If people are not performing in their job, the employers can take action, but this is just a wholesale attack on all of us.